Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings to our rainbow tribe of the 12 nations of the one true source. This is the time of the great reunion, as the 12 tribes of the New Jerusalem unite in the assembly of the great hall of Amenti, to release consciousness from all illusions and delusions of the false mind. We are the pure ones that the world has been waiting for. We are the greatest event in the space-time continuum. Remember, we lowered our soul star spark into these avatars to embed our angelic codes into these anchor points in time within the simulation to change this world from the inside out, such as we journey within ourselves to experience and witness the kingdom of heaven within, to co-create and manifest the heaven outside and around our sacred vessels. The internal mirror the external, and the external mirror the internal. It's time to step into the full power of your almighty I Am presence and rise into the glory of the dawning of the new golden age of infinite life. The unborn mind of the Buddha is our true nature, our original state of consciousness, what we call pure awareness. We are in the great awakening, the shift of the ages. The righteous shall inherit the earth, and the fortunes of Zion will be returned to the good people of the new earth. Mother, Father, God of the Most High, in their divine plan will release all sentient beings from all slavery systems in this revelation of all that is hidden. The veils of separation are being lifted to bring all into the experience of the oneness of all life. With these incoming gamma plasma rays from the great central sun is the upgrading of our DNA daily to activate our 12-strand crystalline DNA of the codons of the 144. As the Holy Spirit descends into this realm through the great central sun to uplift and elevate all earth angelics to the holiest of holies, the kingdom of heaven within is expanding into the ends of the infinite multiverse. As the stillness extends across the lands, all comes into perfect alignment and resonance with the divine mother goddess of the new earth. The quantum field is fully accessible to all conscious co-creators of heaven upon earth to manifest the paradise of Eden in this now. Aho. Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 11 degrees 55 minutes Leo. The sun is at 10 degrees 9 minutes Cancer. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 11 degrees Cancer. A clown caricaturing well-known personalities. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 12 degrees Leo. An evening lawn party of adults. From astrologyweekly.com. And today from Divine Brothor of the Light, Francois Sarrazin. More than ever, move away from all that's not true in order to manifest nothing but love and everlasting peace. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Roberto Nunez. No one will be left behind. Let go of fears and rejoice knowing that the Source loves you as you love the Source. All is well. It's always been coming out of the Matrix. People looking around, amazing things are happening. The frequencies are being raised. Plasma energies and upgrades, recalibration have been exhausting and unprecedented. And now it's freedom code time. The week of July 1st through the 7th comes an energy from the Source. It will serve as support to all on this path. Changes in timelines, freedom codes are activated within our hearts and DNA. A single acceleration begins July 10th, a dramatic increase in light and the speed of physical integration. I am. Remember, we came here to raise the vibration, help humanity, Gaia, and bring about planetary liberation. When you're vibrating high, you access your higher self and the path to your higher soul's mission. You are the key. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Lisa Marie, write, forgive the illusion of fear, only love is real. Fear not, nothing can stop what is coming. Enslavement and corruption will no longer be tolerated on earth. There are some who wish to continue to enslave, keep us trapped in fear. Do not buy into it. They know their days are over. They know they will not be allowed to harm the planet. They are making their last futile attempt to keep humanity in fear and stop ascension. They will not succeed, as too many have awoken, stepped into their hearts and power. We are so protected. Ships with light beings from all over the galaxy are here watching over us. Keep your eyes to the skies. Much is being revealed, uncloaked. Much is playing out behind the scenes. The greatest gift you can give humanity, and the quickest way to shut the old game down, is to remain calm and at peace, fearlessly trusting the plan, remaining heart-centered and at as high of a vibe as you can, remaining inward focused and not giving your power away to that which is crumbling, and fear is key, connecting with nature and sending love, peace, and healing energies to all will assist in transition. Focusing on that which brings you peace, calmness, joy is so important at this time. Whatever that may be, singing, drawing, painting, being in nature, salt baths, gardening, going on a trip, adventure. The more you can do what you love, the more it will keep your vibe high. This is so important at this time and will assist greatly in allowing the shift to play out sooner and with greater grace and ease for all. Please validate within if pulling away from social media, stressors, and external distractions is in your highest good at this time. Much love, we got this shift. Keep glowing and flowing, the best is yet to come. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Pars Kute, there is a whole new shift coming on the planet very soon. It is time for many of us to shift our relationship with the galactic community to move into a very different structure within ourselves and our own star frequencies. For those of us who are awake to shift our relationship and come into a different type of framework with the galactic community and with our own star heritage, because we each have a star heritage. It is now time to connect with your own galactic families. Happy connecting, dear ones. With divine love of one, Pars Kute. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ali Ray, you, beautiful brave hearts, will be the lighthouses, shining the light of your hearts, illuminating the way inward for all hearts adrift at sea, that all hearts may find their way back home to love. Love is, love is, love is, God is, God is, God is. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Mary Long, when I connect with Mother Earth, I feel the air around me. I fill out a space where I can relax, taking in some deep breaths and slowly letting my breath out and put myself in tune with nature. Continuing to breathe deeply, allowing my inner spirit to feel the subtle energies that surrounds me. My senses heighten. I can smell and feel all that is above, below, within, without. I can see this glow around me, letting it unfold my being, purifying my body, energizing me, allowing it to fill up my aura. As I expand my aura into a vibrant energy field of multiple colors, I begin to feel balanced, purified, grounded, feeling myself glowing, becoming one with it. Then I make a connection with my higher self, allowing all the wisdom of my soul to enfold my energy field, the very essence of my heart space. You become one with Mother Earth. You are one with the cosmos and all that surrounds you, as the elements of fire, air, water, and earth consume you, allowing the divine to be within and beyond everything, becoming one with it. accelerating my energies to a higher vibration. I then continue to elevate the love with Mother Earth, anchoring these vibrant, loving light energies of the cosmos to her, seeing this energy of love consuming her, myself, and all life on this planet. And so it is, with love I share my essence of vibrant light energy with all as one. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Divine Feminine 7777. July feels so different on many levels. We are starting from a blank slate, and this means we will be kicked out of our comfort zone into the unknown if we are open to the new and want to progress on the journey of ascension and go with the flow, or we can also decide to stay in the old. It is always our own choice. Do what feels good in your heart, not what others or your ego are telling you to do, because this way you will not be happy. We are in for a lot of fun this month, starting with the Sirius Gateway in the first week of the month in the 7-7 portal. We will not only receive new light codes and downloads from the central sun and our spiritual sun, Sirius, but we will so be able to realize where we give our power away and not following our intuition. We are going to be invited to follow the guidance of our soul, start recognizing what is real and what is an illusion. No more lies, but looking at life from a different perspective and creating the life we really desire. Off we go into the new. What will you choose? To jump into the unknown and progress, or stay in the old? I am going forward. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Amera Atlantis. Karmic contracts, agreements, soul groups, and past life multidimensional healing. We create them before we incarnate, with our friends, family, and partners, and sometimes what we agree to in spirit turns out much different when we get into the physical, and these contacts begin to play out. I am finding that oftentimes contracts have been completed themselves, and one or both parties are not aware, and so keep acting in the same pattern as if the agreement is still pertinent. Or a contract agreed to in spirit has turned out to be very damaging for one party and really needs to be terminated. Karmic agreements, contracts can be terminated, altered, and or new contracts created, but only after they teach us everything we need to know. We have this amazing gift of free will, and my work has been able to help people realize the power of co-creation and choice by altering an outdated or harmful contract and to create a new one. We do this in an etheric healing space with all parties energetically present and in the company of the angels. We come to this planet very bravely and take on tasks to help others, balance karma, and grow spiritually. Please remember we do have free will, and when used consciously, this gift can allow us to move within our agreements without being bound to them unconditionally. Oceans of Aloha, Amera Atlantis, Star of the Sea, from AmeraAtlantis.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Puja Vijay, 7-7 Portal Week, Human Body Organ Systems, Healing and Upgrade. Everything is shifting within us and around us. Our planet and every being of this planet who signed up is ascending from third-dimensional consciousness to fifth-dimensional consciousness. This is for the first time in galactic history that the beings of a planet are undergoing such a significant ascension while staying in the same physical body. So it's not just the consciousness that is rising, but it's also our body that is shifting and changing. Higher chakras are being activated, DNA is being upgraded, and on a continuous basis, we are being bombarded with high-frequency light that is working at various levels assisting this upgrade. Our body, which was used to a lower vibration for all these years, is undergoing a massive upgrade so that it can contain more light, higher vibration, and align to the new Earth frequencies. To allow more light and higher frequencies in our body, we need to let out the debris, toxins, and low vibration energies stuck in our body. During this very powerful portal and Sirius Gateway, you will detox the major systems of our body, receive deep healing and upgradation of all the major body organ systems. This will not only detox your body and heal you, but it will also relieve the ascension symptoms and make your body ready to anchor in the new earth frequency. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Elena Adams, welcoming the new age, qualities of the Aquarian age. The change is over from the Piscean age, which is described as celebratory and focused on the accumulation of knowledge, is undergoing a shift towards greater understanding and a healing, focused time for humanity. Just as the symbol for the Aquarian age is the abundance of water, it will no longer be relevant how much we know, as all information is immediately available at the touch of a button. Rather, it will be important how we can all use this information to help others heal, to apply knowledge positively. Cusp of the Aquarian age. We have already been in a changing over period, experiencing the transformative changes leading up to the dawn of Aquarius. This period of the cusp, or crepuscule, between the Piscean and Aquarian ages has already been in effect since 1992. This can be seen as evident in all walks of life, from the spiritual to the social, the mystical to the cultural, from humankind to the animal kingdom. One example is the widespread awakening of humanity to our own wasteful practices harming the earth and the movement towards sustainability and a greener way of life. Many other examples are occurring every day, from the widespread practice of yoga to healthier eating to all manners of revelations and changes that are happening all around us and in nature, internally or in your neighborhood and between your fellow brothers and sisters. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Karen Lithica, Nebulas, Universal Creation. Our role is to provide answers to your cosmic origins, assist your individual journeys in the current planetary expansion. For the starseed frequency is beyond many residing in your world. Know their window of light is beginning to awaken from the limitations beyond the construct. We ask you to visualize a floating nebula, for it is a cocoon of unique light encodements of birth and creation. To focus on the nebula image, for it amplifies the frequency of expansion and universal knowing to a greater expansion of your existence. For many beings use nebulas as places of sanctuary and can be seen as points of unity across the galaxy. We ask you to expand your interdimensional vision and feel into this frequency. As you start from a 3D eye vision energetic perspective, expand the feeling of the nebula. Expand your point of connection to the higher dimensions. What do you feel and perceive? Understand this is a wonderful technique to raise your travel capabilities and see a multidimensional perspective of the universe. To understand your role is to expand your connection beyond your current dimensional reality. To know your travel capabilities are fully available to the higher dimensions, simply believe and connect. To take this a step further, as you're expanding now, simply feel and believe. With love and blessings, the Arcturians and Karen, from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. Stability is happening after all the recent upheavals of detoxing old beliefs and mindsets. The consciousness has been releasing outdated thinking since the equinox, which will conclude as we enter Leo season. You have successfully cleared these falsehoods for yourself and the ancestors. The worst is behind you. It's simply allowing the purification to complete itself, moving ahead. This process may have required moving yourself from unhealthy dynamics with family and close friends, which left you feeling isolated, alone, and confused. This was the right choice, however, as it has helped you heal and overcome fears of surviving alone, abandonment, wounds, and codependency. The seed point was caused from a deep mother wound that even created fears of intimacy, that subconsciously causing attracting relationships that couldn't give you love, time, and affection. You've attained justice and ended the repeating karma with the dark feminine mother of the Piscean age through your efforts. You are free to start fresh and attract new, loving, healthy soulmate relationships. Be cautious of the red flags of manipulators and trickster patterns you've experienced, and past relationships to avoid those traps. Continue forward, accepting only reciprocal people that have the same goals, values, and visions as you in your life. In Jesus Christos' name, Amen. God bless you, Carolyn, Kundalini Twin Flames. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Richard Rudd, Gene Keys, Unlocking the Higher Purpose Hidden in Your DNA. Gene Key 39, July 1st, 2022 through July 6th, 2022. Provocation, dynamism, liberation. The same pressure that was provocative at a low frequency is also provocative at a higher frequency, but it is a matter of what you provoke. At the lower frequency, fear provokes fear and anger provokes anger. At the higher frequency level of the 39th gift, dynamism can be contagious. The provocative energy of this gene key is no longer used in reaction, but is now used in the service of provoking creativity and freedom in others. The energy of the 39th gift is not afraid of hurting another person's feeling if it means breaking them out of a lower frequency energy pattern. The pressure of dynamism cannot help but create more dynamism. The real essence of this 39th gift is thus to touch other people's spirits in a way that helps them break out of their traps and into higher levels of freedom and energy. From the Gene Key books, and from the Yi Ching, the classic book of change. Hexagram 39, obstacles. Water flows down the mountain. Love effortlessly carves its own path through even the hardest of rock. Liberation is devotion and stillness. Dynamism is commitment to restraint. Provocation is half-hearted stress. Communicating appreciation. The superior man turns around to examine himself and cultivate his virtue. The 39th gift is all about unlocking freedom at all levels. These people are either utterly locked or they're the great unlockers and unblockers. Once they've learned the art, they become expert at helping others. They can apply this gift into any field we can imagine, because ultimately they know how to release stagnant energy through a system. They're very valuable people. Richard Rudd, 64 Ways, GeneKeys.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Natalia Alba. Beloved ones, we will be immersed soon into a very loving and healing month. Astrologically, July is a calm and soothing month that is introduced by a very loving new moon in Cancer at the end of June, a month that despite its harmonic essence does not imply inactivity. And this is what many will believe due to this month's retrogrades. July is a very special month with lots of fire energies coming from Leo, preparing us for the Lion's Gate, bringing all this creative movement and manifestation within, where we truly transform and create before it can be manifested into our physical world. It is a month for expanding in our inner realms, achieving higher levels of wisdom and love, something that can only be done through deep communication with our God Self. We begin July by having Mars moving into Taurus on the 5th of the month, at the same time that Mercury enters Cancer. Fiery Mars and earthly Taurus will be a source of sensuality and passion for us to go after what we wish, enjoying the passions of our earthly world, which does not always mean falling into egoic desires, but finding beauty in the moment, living our human lives fully from the heart, feeling grateful for every single minute of our existence. On the other hand, Mercury in loving and intuitive Cancer is a wonderful opportunity to stop all the mind noise and begin to communicate with our feelings, with our soul, learning how to lovingly communicate first with ourselves and then with others, with empathy and compassion. Mercury will help us express our feelings fluidly, and many times, especially those who are natural empaths, we tend to withdraw so much that we forget how important it is to communicate what we feel. On July 7th, we have the first retrograde, so to speak, of this month, Vesta, together with Chiron, joining on July 19th, Juno doing the same in Pisces on July 25th, and lastly, Jupiter on July 28th. As you know, my vision of retrogrades shifted years ago, for this is a human illusion. Nonetheless, this has become real since the collective belief created that, and now for those who are immersed in retrogrades, July will represent a more challenging month in terms of delays and going slower. For the ones who have chosen to simply commune with the essences of the planets and asteroids, we no longer allow outer sources to rule our lives. We simply align with the ones we would like to co-create with and can help us transform an inner aspect of ourselves. All these planets and asteroid retrogrades are nothing but the reflection of what has been previously and collectively created. July is a month of inner retrospection, whether we have retrogrades or not, because these are times within creation in which we simply need to establish a deeper communication with ourselves to obtain more guidance in our unique journey, as well as to recover on a soul level, for the soul needs to rest and rejuvenate to continue its intense evolutionary human journey. Vesta embodies the feminine and devotion to service. With Vesta, we are finally able to connect with our intuitive essence and devote ourselves to being of service in a more spiritual way. This is a time for us to focus on our sexuality, healing all traumas related to our sacred feminine essence, and emerging healed, whole, and empowered, retrieving sexual freedom from the many programs and sexual manipulations that have diminished our feminine essence. Chiron, especially in Aries, has a more masculine one. Again, we are seeing how this month brings infinite opportunities for us to set a balance between both, as well as the correction of the imbalances that we may have accumulated for years regarding both essences. With Chiron, we look deeper at the wounds, aspects of ourselves that we try so hard to hide but are still dwelling in pain within us. When we consciously desire to align with the frequency of a certain planet, star, or asteroid, if well directed, we can connect with the consciousness of this certain stellar body and integrate its healing frequency to assist us in dissolving what is still fragmented, and that is not allowing us to experience our true soul path and potential. Chiron assists Vesta, the feminine, and protects us. As the masculine does in creation, so the feminine can heal, recover, and reunite again with the masculine as equals. Furthermore, we have Juno retrograde in Pisces from June 25th, which will help us into this inner union. Juno, as you know, used to be the goddess of marriage. Now we know its essence is one of union of opposite essences, as well as outside ourselves with others who deeply resonate on a soul level. Juno is all about synthesis, reunion, and bringing unconditional love to all of who we are. At this introspective time, Juno's essence helps us find this union within all aspects of ourselves with our soul and monad, so we can then extend this same union in our relationships. It is a time in which everything within creation is sending us the same message of going within, where we all will need to go at some point if we truly wish to bring healing and wholeness into our being. A time to heal our shadow self, especially with Pisces, and all delusions that we may have created around partnerships and that make us continually fall into old toxic traps in our relationships. Jupiter, on the other hand, is all about expansion, whether retrograde or not, for as I always share, Jupiter cannot change its essence according to our human illusions. Jupiter is another planetary force that invites us to expand from within, from where all is first created, so we can create a vision first of what we wish before anchoring it on the physical. Expansion is not just about birthing, but about acquiring more wisdom to know ourselves completely and unique soul path, and this is something that can only come from within ourselves. On July 13, we have a full moon at 21 degrees Capricorn. This is a super harmonizing and healing moon, one that brings us, especially due to the surrounding energies, illumination, for it is the culmination, the peak of this month's energies, ones that invite us to go within to find the forgotten wisdom, so we can emerge from the depths of our soul after this introspective period and bring all we have learned within into our human lives. Illumination is not only about retrieving wisdom, but about discernment, clarity, and the awareness required for us to know what is in need to be healed and dissolved within us. As many times we treat our wounds from an outside perspective, and they surface again, for we have not yet gone inside to the root and origin of our imbalances. On July 17th, we have Venus entering Cancer. With Venus in Cancer, we may feel extra sensitive and deeply emotional. It is precisely those who have a personal mission to bring back the lost feminine essence to the planet. On July 17th, we have Venus entering Cancer. With Venus in Cancer, we may feel extra sensitive and deeply emotional. 2 days later, on July 19th, Mercury enters Leo. This event is going to empower us to be more confident and use our energy from these fiery energies this month to express ourselves, our beliefs, and what we truly think. On July 21st, we pass from loving and intuitive Cancer to Leo season. As the first one moving into this fiery sign is the Sun. With the Sun in Leo, we can embody this fierce essence to empower ourselves and express our hearts by standing firm in who we are, sharing our unique divine spark. July is the wisdom month, the one that will introduce us to a deeper communion with our illumined self, with our unique purpose. Our destiny, soul mission, and everything we always tried so hard to find outside has been always accompanying us in our human quest. We just had to stop looking in the wrong places and move inward where all reside. Now we are given once more the opportunity of realizing where all truly is so we can redirect our path and begin to consciously create all we have been feeling inside for a long time. At the moment we realize that we always had the power, the knowledge, and the will. We have already walked half the way to illumination. The rest is our personal choice to take responsibility and reclaim our sovereignty, or to ignore our power and continue to give it away. I wish you all a blessed July, beloveds. May you commune and rejoice in the presence of your illumined God Self. With infinite love, Natalia Alba, starseedsoul.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Adrian Elise. Gaia Daily, July 1st through the 4th, Kickstart. We are coming out of the new moon in Cancer energy as the Sun completes its time with Black Moon Lilith and in square to Jupiter this weekend. We can feel a new energy and direction calling us, but it's difficult to make such radical changes so quickly when we are used to it being so different. Mars is in exact square to Pluto this weekend, bringing forward everything that is in the way of us breathing new life into life. Frustrations build as the limitations that have been holding us back amplify and clearly show themselves. Mercury is coming into exact square with Neptune this weekend. Delusions and false beliefs are keeping us from expressing our truth in the world. It's time to see clearly through the illusory programming that has kept us playing small and safe. Both intense squares with big player planets, Mercury and Mars, come into a sweet sextile, telling us that there are creative solutions available, but we have to use our mind and our heart to feel out the way. A big shift of energy is coming next week as Mars and Mercury in sextile move over from their home signs into the feminine signs of Taurus and Cancer. Our expression and forward direction must take into account a balanced and stable feminine involvement if we are ever going to get anywhere in the new age. The only way forward is through intuitive co-creation. Next week, the Sun in Cancer will come into square with Chiron. It's time for some compassionate self-care for the spiritual warrior. It's been a long, drawn-out battle, but it's time to rest up and rejuvenate for the next chapter. Energy is revving up as we are beginning to feel Uranus coming closer to the north node of the moon. Our destiny and way forward is through an intuitive and energetic activation and a physical embodiment of these energies. This transit will be exact for a couple of weeks, starting at the end of July. Time and reality is bending and shifting. Are you on board the changes and riding the front of the wave, or are you chasing your tail, trying to catch up? This astrology is telling us that it's time to let go of all extraneous attachments and energies that are not in alignment with our highest truth. It's time to kickstart this new timeline and make the leap moment to moment into this new and different reality. From AdrianElise.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Sun in Gemini, sesquiquadrate, Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. A misplaced sense of duty or guilt can push us to accept other people's responsibilities. Maybe we need to feel useful or desire acknowledgement. Maybe we think that if we take on more than our fair share, others will give us the respect we deserve. A niggling feeling of not being good enough or the fear of rejection can drive us to try to prove ourselves. The gut rumbles with discontent, hungry for recognition, authority, a sense of accomplishment, support. You are not a beast of burden. You are a human being. You cannot carry someone else's karma nor do the hard work for them. Draw up stronger boundaries to strengthen self-respect. Release the weight around your neck. Give yourself permission to say no. Define what is acceptable. From LeahWhitehorse.com. And today from the Zolkeen Times, Keen 44, yellow overtone seed. The number 5 is called overtone, and its keywords are empower, radiance, and command. This is the 5th day of the yellow sun wave spell, a 13-day period of enlightenment. Because the first day of the wave spell is yellow, then the 5th, 9th, and last day will be the same color. These are like gear changes that chart the energy of the wave spell. The 5th day really packs a punch, and so be empowered today and harness that energy. Today is yellow seed. Keywords associated with it are awareness, targeting, and flowering. So today is about finding your target, a place to sow your seeds. Share your wisdom and knowledge, and be prepared to become aware of something previously unknown to you. These are information gathering days. What you learn or teach today will have an empowering effect on you and those receiving your wisdom. Make efforts today to sow the seeds. They will grow into strong ideas. Also today you could be empowered by reaping what you have sown previously. Whatever good things you did in the past may come to fruition. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio. Yellow, overtone seed, 5 Con, Keen 44, 1st of July 2022, radiant blossoming. 1/7/2022 equal 176 equal 113 equal 14 equal 5. Day codes 1, new beginnings, original, leader, independent. 5, freedom, liberation, change, transformation. Month year codes 7, magic, mystical, spiritual, solitude. 13, cosmic consciousness, natural lore, goddess, mysteries. 4, form, structure, foundation, earth, angelic. 20, the awakening, clear vision. 22, architect of peace, master builder. Welcome to July. July is the 7th month, so we are entering a very spiritual period, particularly as we are in the yellow sun and lightning wave spell, so the spiritual tests and challenges will amp up, as well as the magic. The 7 is the frequency of the magician and the mystic, so this combo can bring about supernatural events. The 7th month in 2022, a 6-year, adds up to 13. The 13 is the key which unlocks cosmic consciousness through the feminine gifts of the goddess and the natural rhythms and cycles of the cosmos. Now is the time to flow and align with the cosmic currents and natural lore in order to attain spiritual mastery and elevate the cosmic consciousness. July is the zodiac month of Cancer, which represents the mother or goddess energies, divine mother. We are seeking nurturance and nourishment through our families, our relationships, and our divine parents. As we exhibit more compassion and love towards ourselves and others, so shall we receive. A beautiful month to sow the seeds of compassion and empathy. Buckle up and enjoy the cosmic ride as we bring closure to this dream spell year of the yellow electric seed. Keen 44 equal 8. Infinity, abundance, source flow. 44 is a double angelic code and a master number. This activates our golden angelic human gold print, a beautiful new magical beginning for our human travelers. A great day to plant abundant seeds for your new prosperous life. Day 5 in the yellow sun wave spell of illuminating our highest evolutionary path to reclaim our soul power and full sovereignty. Today we are using our power by focusing our will on our highest potential to co-create the new earth. Tone of creation, overtone, tone 5 in the spiritual realm. Action commands, power empowers, essence, radiance. Number 5 represents the center, core purpose, foundation, and central intent. It is the center of the wheel from which all the spokes emanate. This is the phase where the energy of creation returns to the center and then radiates outwards. Overtones command the unbounded. They order it to be, and so it becomes. Their power radiates from their soul essence through a pure connection to Source. This is the true source of unlimited power. The 5th day of the yellow sun wave spell is the one that empowers. When we give ourselves permission to unhook from the drama and fly high to expand our vision, we transform. Which aspects of your life or outlook would you like to transform in order to feel empowered? The New Earth wizards are the wise sages and saints from yesteryear who have returned with new powers and expanded galactic perspectives. The era of the dark magi is closing, and all magic has returned to the realm of light. Allow the overtone wizard to empower you with his greatest magic, in order for all your seeds of intention to have accelerated growth and truly blossom amongst the planetary field of radiant, fragrant blooms. Today's question is, how can I use my magic to empower myself and others, so I am free to flower and blossom like the beautiful sunflower? Divine blessings, dear ones, of enlightened, heightened wisdom, growing into our full potential in this collective revolution. Viva Nova Gaia. In la Ketch a la Keen. Christina White, Magnetic World Bridger. Keen 66. Keen 44. Yellow Overtone Seed. The mantra, the code for today is, I endure in order to target. Commanding awareness, I seal the input of flowering with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of free will. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, please let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges on Patreon and donations we're able to continue this work. So if you'd like to help support us and help us continue bringing these daily transmissions to the world for free, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. And those on our tribe on Patreon, if you want to continue supporting us, being the first of the month, many transactions again today did not go through, so please do us a favor and check and make sure that the transaction, if you want to continue pledging us on Patreon, went through. We appreciate you and your continued support. I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Diana Rose, for your donation today. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. We appreciate you and your support. We appreciate all of you supporting us in this work and mission. Every dollar makes a difference in our great cause of transforming this realm into the paradise she is always meant to be. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. And I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork. You could purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, healing jewelry, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from the Mayan Oracle. I am Khan. The Bodhi Mandala, creative seed, possibility erupting, temple-lit realm of the shimmering, golden vitality of life-quickening seed, into responsive surrender, gestating form, O fertile soul thou art. The cosmic seed takes root in thee, to follow thy joy will set it free. Remember, you are the seed that quickens itself to wakefulness taking route. Reach, nurture, in simple receptiveness. Be present with your dream, offer clear intent. Receive the golden wisdom of the great Father Sun and fertile Mother Earth in nourishment, that you may bring the glowing, vital force into visible form. I am Khan. I watch eagerly for the hardy shoots to emerge from the seeds you have planted. I attend them faithfully, for your dreams, visions, and heart's desires are the seeded patterns that glitters on the fabric of creation, giving a joyful form and radiant luster. Your self-germinating seeds hold the potential of the greatest magic, the recognition and loving embrace of your God seed self. The divine impulse within you calls you forth. The Creator is born in the creation. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful and blessed month of July and sacred weekend ahead. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.